All right, you guys. So salute to everybody tapping on in. I'll put a link to this article in the description box, man. Very, very, very sad and depressing story coming out of Memphis tonight, man. As young brother lost his life, man. Young rookie football player has lost his life. Again, I'm gonna put all the links to the in the comment section. Put a link to this article and all the other links. Y'all can go check out the website. Y'all already know how we get down over here, man. All the links will be pinned at the top of the comments and in the article in the description box below this video. But let's get right to it. So, Ole Miss football player Corey Adams, who's a freshman, you guys, has lost his life, man. He was shot and killed last night in Memphis. Now, according to the reports, it says the Ole Memphis football program and the broader New Orleans community are reeling from the tragic death of Corey Adams, an 18-year-old freshman defensive lineman who was fatally shot in Cordova, Tennessee, in a suburb of Memphis on Saturday night. It says July the 19th, 2025. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office reported that Adams was found inside a vehicle with a gunshot wound around 10:14 p.m. at the intersection of Forest Hill, Irene, and Walnut Grove. Now, despite life-saving efforts by deputies in the Shelby County Fire Department, Adams was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, four other men have sustained non-critical gunshot wounds and were transported to nearby hospitals, according to the authorities. No suspects have been identified, and the shooting is being investigated as a homicide. Corey Adams, a New Orleans native, was a standout defensive end at the Edna Carr High School, where he earned honors two times, first team All-State, a three-star recruit in the class of 2025. Adams was ranked 609th nationally, 57th among edge rushers, and 21st in Louisiana. Now, he committed to Ole Miss over offers from LSU, TCU, USC, and others. Now, enrolling in January of this year to participate in spring practice under defensive line coach Randall Joyner and coordinator Pete Golding. At 6'5", 235 pounds, Corey Adams was poised to contribute to the Rebels' defensive line, especially following the departure of their key players like Walter Nolan, J.J. Pegas, and Princely Milan to the NFL. Now, the Ole Miss football program released a statement expressing profound grief. They said, "We are devastated to learn that Corey Adams, a freshman on the team, passed away last night in Cordova, Tennessee. While our program is trying to cope with this tragic loss, our thoughts are with his loved ones during this incredibly difficult time. Out of respect for his family, we will not be commenting further at this time. We ask the Ole Miss community to keep Corey in their thoughts and respect the privacy of everyone involved." Teammates including Austin Simons, Deuce Knight, and Diego Pounds shared heartfelt tributes on social media, with Simmons posting a broken heart emoji and others urging Adams to quote-unquote rest up. Adams' former high school Edna Carr mourned his loss in an emotional Facebook post. Corey Adams was more than a football player. He was a friend, brother, student, and all-around great young man. We never questioned God, but this is one we just don't understand. This wasn't supposed to be the end of his story, but we will do it for CO. Now, his high school coach, Bryce Brown, called the incident a tragic reminder of how precious life is and how quickly it can be taken. Highlighting Adams' leadership and positive attitude, the shooting occurred outside a residence on Fern Glade Cove, where deputies found multiple shell casings. Witnesses described the chaotic scene, with one resident yelling or telling WREG that the home appeared to be hosting a pool party, and the sound of gunfire caused widespread panic. "Huge shots," the witness said. "I thought there was a big attack happening. I told my children just lie on the ground and turn off all the lights." By the time the deputies arrived, the partygoers had fled, leaving behind a scene marked by bullet-riddled homes and scattered shell casings. Now, the Ole Miss community, led by head coach Lane Kiffin, is now grappling with the loss of a promising young athlete just weeks before the 2025 college football season. Adams' death has sent shockwaves through the SEC and beyond, with fans and teammates alike expressing their sorrow. The Shelby County's Sheriff's Office is urging anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers as the investigation continues. Corey Adams is survived by his parents, Corey Adams and Chantrell Bernhardt. His legacy as a talented athlete and beloved individual will endure in the hearts of those who knew him. The Ole Miss Rebels and Edna Kugels have vowed to honor his memory with the latter pledge of the hashtag Do It For Co in his honor. It's a very devastating story, very sad situation. And, it just gets tiresome coming on here talking about how these young fellows are losing their life on a daily basis. This is why I say the stuff I say. This is why I preach the stuff that I say, because I tell you guys, I work with a lot of youth. And you have to get the youth when they're young. You have to teach them the right things, instill the right mentalities, put the right type of words in their head so that they're not led down a path of destruction and they don't feel like that, you know what I'm saying? They don't feel like that there's no way out of, anything that could be destructive in their life. You always want them to have hope. And you always want them to feel like, hey, look, if I put myself in good situations and I do the best I can do, then I have a chance to be great in life. I have a chance to, survive and do great things in life and move on. I don't have to be stuck in a certain situation or, have to give my life to the streets and stuff like that. And then risk end up, dying, losing my life and not being able to, just move forward in general and do great things in life. You want these youth to be told the right things and so that they can live to see 21 years old, 22 years old, so that they can live to be productive and have families and move on to be, great people and successful in life. You don't want to be putting these type of kids in the ground and stuff at an early age. That's why I'm so starch on what I'm saying in my videos at this point, because it's very important that these things be spoken, man. So RIP to this brother. My condolences go out to his family and friends. Very sad, disheartening situation. And again, man, just prayers are out 1,000%. And we praying that there's a change that comes about in the community. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And to the person who committed these crimes, thou shalt not kill, brother. Straight up, it's just like that. Thou shalt not kill, brother. And it's sad, man. Brother got to lose his life. Young athlete got to lose his life, probably over stupidity. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.